Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarius, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright guys, thanks for coming on back to the video. I do appreciate it. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We got some kind of fun for you. Something I've been kind of, testing out for a while and playing around with and stuff like that. So I wanted to bring this to you and show you. This video will be in regard to off-meta tactics and methods with the Mark II Oppressor. All right, you're probably thinking, Ty, what are you talking about? Well, meta stands for most efficient tactic available, right? You hear that in games all the time and stuff like that. I kind of make fun of it, it's just whatever. But you should know by now that the Mark II Oppressor is terrible at shooting down other airplanes, right? The missiles, everyone thinks that the Mark II is this way overpowered vehicle, and it's really not. Okay, I'm going to be honest. You're probably thinking, Ty, well, no, honestly, it really is not though. Against like a post-op van, yeah, it's going to murder that every time. But in regard to shooting down aircraft, almost every airplane in the game can outmaneuver, outfly, outturn the Mark II, especially the missiles. So I mean, it's really if you're trying to shoot down any kind of plane, almost. I think the B-11 you can shoot down that thing because it's a little bit slower in the turns for some reason, unless it's a real high altitude. But against lasers, pyros, Molotovs, Starlings, stuff like that, it's just really hard to shoot these planes down. So you end up wasting all of your missiles right here. And shout out to everyone that gave me a hand with this, Piva, John, everybody else. If I forgot any names, my bad. I apologize. Gundam. But yeah, I mean, as you see right here, I'm just burning through all my missiles. The missiles don't have the speed. They don't have the range. They can't catch up to any. As long as you can just get into a tight turn with the plane, and not even that. If you could just get a good head start or whatever, you're going to outrun those missiles. They're going to blow up before they get you, and you just sit there all day, And eventually, I'm going to run out of rockets, and then I can't go into passive mode right on the Mark II. So you can easily lock onto me or shoot me down with the cannons or whatever, right? You know what I mean? So this tactic is kind of designed to counter this, right? It's designed to counter not being able to dogfight in the air. Because the Mark II, does have some advantages. You can hover right there. I can just, turn my oppressor around, and I can kind of get into a better angle. So what I've been doing, what I want to show you is, if you adjust the weapons, if you go to the explosive MG, the explosive machine guns, right? Check this out. This is pretty cool. This is pretty fun. So I swap my weapons out, and then I re-engage Tampa. Well, shout out to Tampa too. He was helping me out. And the guns on this, they're kind of weird. They're not very good. But in a dogfight situation, they actually work pretty well. It's kind of hard to aim. You only get about 650 rounds, but that's actually a good amount. Now, the explosive rounds with the Mark II Oppressor, they don't have a lot of splash damage, right? So when they hit, they blow up. That explosion doesn't create a lot more of damage. So you'll have to get a couple of shots on the planes to totally destroy them. But one shot will actually mess up the plane's ability to maneuver, and it will force the pilot to either bail out of the plane, or to just kind of disengage from the fight. And if they, keep on, messing around with you or whatever, you will eventually get that kill. But this is really fun to kind of, troll your friends. I've been telling my crew members about this for a long time. Oh my guys, I mean, the MGs, the explosive rounds are pretty good. And a lot of people just completely forgot that you can even get explosive rounds on the Mark II. And as you see right here, I'm able to score several hits on Piva right there, and he just blows up and goes down to the ground. But this is something really fun to do. It's kind of a good way to kind of test yourself. Now listen, they're not engaging me. They're just flying around so I can show you guys this. In an actual battle, you're going to have to work your countermeasures, whether you got chaff or flares or whatever, and you may take some L's on this, but this is still, it's a really fun challenge. It's something, again, that's off meta. It's not, the most efficient tactic, but it may end up becoming the most efficient tactic, especially against aircraft, because now that, the missiles just don't work against planes. So at least with the MG, the machine guns, you can have a little bit of a deterrent. Now the range isn't really that great, but if you get into a close quarter dogfight situation like that, as you saw just previously, you can score some pretty good hits. And I don't have a lot of practice with this. It is a little awkward, but you can easily get into the hang of it just by kind of getting a couple runs in. And I mean the explosive machine gun rounds, they're not very good against ground targets. You'll find that out. The missiles are your better bet. You know what I mean, to go with that. But again, with the aerial combat, I do think that the explosive rounds are going to be your best bet. It's very hard to score a kill with the rockets, but at least with the MG guns, you can kind of like troll them a little bit, just have some fun with it. If you and your crew members or you and your friends want to have like some dog fights with the Mark IIs, with everybody having MG explosive rounds, that would be really fun to see that too. I mean, that'd be really cool. So definitely check that out, guys. Let me know what you think. Try it out. See if you have some fun with it. I just wanted to show you this and bring it to your attention. And it is pretty cool. It is pretty fun. So thank you all so much for coming out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. And you guys stay dangerous, right? We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.